Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope? Maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently starting the
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. The quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Using the quick game. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fires complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
So the Missouri Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not.
Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hard running there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's got 50 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on fourth. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day one install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on fourth down.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Well, this defense was ready for Gomez. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Lemon. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Final play of the quarter coming. The give. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing the... Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throws for the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was
going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Holds it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take the shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to look downfield again. Grab near the marker. It's Ash. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 11 to Texas A&M.
Wide open downfield.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going up top. Brings it in down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Running it to the right. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Running to the left. Sweet cut there. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Trying to power it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Fears the pressure. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets open down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. He's in open space downfield. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here, Nonson.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He's got it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. The Ducks get enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires one high and deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Ducks are on the move. Defense might bring the house here. Play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
A little screen to the running back. He's going for the goal line. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That leaves him with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many options.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
The give to the left. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got the first down and still on his feet. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used.
Breaks Ducks are flying down the field. Now he's looking to throw it. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Ruiz. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Got it. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Back's looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Ruiz. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll run play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll try the left side. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a crease to the left. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.